Hello everyone, I am Abrar Indawi, your future English educator, back at it again with another video discussion. So the course description is the teacher and the school curriculum. So we are tasked to discuss the chapter 3, which is the implementing the curriculum. Now, to recapitulate the previous reporters where they were able to discuss about the curriculum planning and designing. Now the next step after a curriculum planning and designing is implementing it. As one of the future educator, this is one of the major roles that we do in the school. Many of the curricula that we use have been recommended and written down. So our task is to implement such. Daily, our plan should be, ready for implementation. The success of learning depends on our implementation effort. So, there is a minuscule curriculum like our lesson plan or a big one like the K-12 curriculum. We will be both an implementer and the manager of this curricula. We will put an action to what has been planned and designed. It is us, the future teacher, who will add more meaning to the various activities in the classroom. This is what we call teaching styles. We have to make the day of the learners interesting, engaging, and unforgettable. No curriculum should stop at planning or designing phase. It has to be implemented. So here we go. Following the curriculum models of Tyler, Taba, Saller, and Alexander or Lewis is the next step to curriculum designing, which is the curriculum implementing. This is the phase where teacher's action takes place. This is one of the most crucial process in curriculum development, although many education planners would say a good plan is work half done. If this is so, then the other half of the success of curriculum development rests in the hands of the implementer, who is the teacher. Now, the curriculum implementation means putting into practice the written curriculum that has been designed in syllabi, course of the study, curricular guides, and the subjects. So, it is actually the process wherein the learners acquires the planned or intended knowledge, including the skills and attitudes that are aimed at enabling the same learners to function effectively in society. So, according to Ornstein and Hankins in 1998, defined curriculum implementation as the interaction between the curriculum that has been written and planned and the persons, which is the teacher, who are in charge to deliver it. To them, curriculum implementation implies the following. First, shift from what is current to a new or enhanced curriculum. So here, how could we able to implement curriculum without shifting to another one or to the enhanced curriculum? So always remember, we have to shift to one another in order for us to implement the enhanced one. So another change in knowledge, actions, attitudes of the persons involved. We also have to change what is already embedded in our mind or in our knowledge. We have to change also the actions, at the same time the attitudes of those persons involved within the curriculum, which is the teacher and the students, of course. And we also have to change in behavior using new strategies and resources. Your behavior must be changed prior to the strategies that you are going to use as well as the resources. And lastly, change which requires efforts, hence goals should be achievable. It also changes something which requires efforts wherein your goals should be achievable. Now, Lax and Lieberman in 1983 also defined curriculum implementation as the trying out of a new practice and what it looks like when actually used in a school system. So it simply means that implementation should bring the desired change and improvement. So in the classroom, the context of a curriculum implementation means teaching what has been written in the lesson plan. Implementing means using the plan, as a guide to change with the learners in the teaching learning process, with the end in view that learning has occurred and learning outcomes have been achieved. It involves the different strategies of teaching with the support instructional materials to go with the strategy, right? So, in a larger scale, curriculum implementation means putting the curriculum into operations with different implementation agents. So, you know that curriculum implementation also takes place in a class, a school, a district, or a division, or the whole education system. However, in higher education, curriculum implementation happens for the course, a degree program, institution, or the whole higher education system as well. It also requires time, money, personal interaction, personal contacts, and support. For your quiz, please read this. So I think that would be all for our task for today's discussion, and thank you for listening.